It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
So I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's got some space here. 20. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 78 yards. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The numbers for him from a week ago: 14 carries, 53 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and the coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
That one a first down pickup of 8. To throw, it's Carr. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Carr to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Carr. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field, and brings up 3rd down. Carr now on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Seibert's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. His big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Pierce. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. From the gun, Pierce slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 29.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Pierce. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open space inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Romeo Okwara. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Pierce. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Blankenship's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. 2nd and 9. Carr. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And they use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr, he finds his man, complete. It's Weber. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Swift. There they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 11. Throwing now is Carr. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's going to take another shot here. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A handoff for Gibson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. On 1st and 10, Pierce. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Fournette, a first down carry, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Looking to throw. Pierce. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Pierce. This is brought in by Gibson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Washington first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards there and another first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
2nd and 5. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Play action. Now it's Carr. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And bulldozing his way through. Touchdown, Detroit. Will Dissly, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Romeo Okwara able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Trey Flowers picks up his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, look at the juke. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Lions will take over. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his
blitz coming, and down he goes. Jamie Collins came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Another try after the first down sack. Carr.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Now Carr.
Open man is Quintez Cephas.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Here's Jack Fox now,
as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be taken at the 13. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Chris Barnes in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game. but just let them know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. To throw is Carr. He'll air this out deep for Harmon. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So we've reached halftime here at our nation's capital with the Washington football team on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll start with an interconference matchup. The LA Rams on the road in Denver. And it's the Rams who are out in front as those teams approach halftime. Van Jefferson, a touchdown reception. From there, we head east to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. Mac Jones leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Houston Texans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for Washington, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Cameron Curl up to make the tackle. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything. And here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour. 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. On third down, here comes Swift. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want them to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose.
So here is Washington now to take over.
Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Able to slither by. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Once more, Gibson.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Looking to throw. Pierce.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. Little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Carr now to throw.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course, you got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr.
And this one taken in by Cephas.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down. Again, it's Carr.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. from the 17. Carr. That is caught inside the 5. And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Swift will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Romeo Okwara able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, what a catch by Samuel. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a 1st down as well.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss?
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Swift. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense up the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
A little juke and running with power here. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Operating from the gun, Pierce. And his pass incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Pierce. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Blankenship out for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Carr now on 1st down.
Looking for right, and he finds him. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 51 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Carr. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. Not much there, only a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. And that will be incomplete. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. He gets this complete to Cephas. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. To throw, it's Carr. And his throw here's incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Carr going to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Pierce. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Here's a give to Gibson. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Pierce looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. On the draw, it's Gibson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Pierce. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Levi Onwuzurike able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Pierce. Under pressure, they got him again. Deshaun Hand picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you just hold a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. Wright's got it. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, Swift. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Carr completes it, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Weber. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Throwing his Carr. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they'll get this down to the 10. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. A carry for Gibson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Washington, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.